because Barbs couldn't use strategic resources to create units. The only time you could ever get barbarians like that is if they were your own people revolting against you and they came up on your screen as barbarians. That's how that worked. So we're building two wonders. We're building two wonders that are very nice, and normally I don't get an option to build the Temple of Artemis because normally it's built about the same time the Great Library is built. I'm actually wondering if Rome is attacking the Zulu. I don't think they're attacking us, surely. We're way too far away, surely. But then this is a map of two very, very aggro people. I've not had a lot of experience playing against Poland, but Poland's AI doesn't seem to be that aggressive. I think he might actually be going after me. The enemy's been spotted near Krakow. Has it? Where? Oh, it's a trireme again. Nobody cares. It's a trireme. It does nothing. It's not even a trireme. It's a galley. I keep calling the blooming galleys triremes because galleys are so pathetic that actual civilizations can't build them. I wonder how many times I've called the galley a trireme in this batch of videos. Probably half a dozen times, I reckon. So we've got theology. I've already explained what the buildings do, I mean the wonders do, so I'm not going over it again. We are, though, going to kick this butt. Like so. Lodz is now population 3. Again, it defaulted to the right tile, so that's good. The city of Krakow can, as it happens, shoot the not-trireme down, so we will do that. Didn't kill it, but next turn, if it stays there, we certainly will. But it hasn't, it's run away. I wonder if those Roman units actually just went to take out the other nearby encampment. That's possible, it's feasible. So we got more gold off of that. We still don't have a lot though because we spent most of it upgrading. So that's how we are. We've got some wheat improved though now, so Lodz will still keep growing at a strong pace, which is good, very good indeed. And we're going to return our composite bow back there to protect it. We want to send our units back to our city to heal into our borders at the very least. See, constructing a lumber mill will mean we have a tile with 1 food, 2 hammers. Not brilliant, but at least it's something. And unfortunately, we're going to have to keep at least probably 4 or 5 of these forests.
It is not so much for its beauty.
Otherwise, we won't have enough production to do anything.
As for that subtle
so we've got the Temple of Artemis. Again, not something I get that often because the Great Library is generally a greater priority. But it does give all cities growth, which is nice, growth bonus. And building range units takes less time. And if you're a big fan of the Advance Wars game series, you'll probably be quite a big fan of that because everyone knows how important range units are in that game. Incredibly so. I want to probably keep building wonders for now because I don't feel like we're under much threat from Shaka, to be honest. So what we're going to go after next is, do we want what do we want to go after? We could go after the Great Mosque of Dien in this city. The only thing is, obviously I can't build Borobudur in Krakow because, well, think about it. It's not the Holy City. The Holy City is Warsaw. So we have to think about this a little bit. Because one of the key factors in this decision is which route have other people gone. And as you see, Enrico Dandolo has gone for the piety route. So he can build the Great Mosque of Dien. So it's quite a big priority for us to build the Great Mosque of Dien. We can't really not build it. We can't just hold off on building it. So, one other piece of information we need before we make this decision is how scientifically advanced are they? And the honest answer is we don't really know. They're more advanced than us is all we can really say. So we're probably going to have to build that pretty quickly sometime soon. So we're going to start building it in Krakow. Sure, we can't get the bonus with Boa Buddha per se, but we've only got 4 civilizations on this map. We haven't even found a city-state yet, so not getting that synergy is not actually that important. If we can convert Rome into our religion though, it makes our life a lot easier. Because it means not only will we flank Enrico Dandalo and his religion, but it means that we'll gradually infect Shaka by default. Because that's the other thing caravans can do. Not only while they're trading their goods and services, they tend to spread religion slowly as well, because they take the religion of their host city with them. The amount of religion they convert with varies on your game length and how many trades you're doing. It's not just a definitive one single answer. But then, would you expect that from a game this complicated? So let's get a shrine in there so we can get our next great profit more quickly. That and Lods actually can't do a whole lot right now.
The oracle said that I was the wisest of all.
Got the oracle. So what do we want now? Probably really none of these things, to be honest. But we're going to get Mandate of Heaven anyway. It may not do a lot for us until we get our second great profit, but we want to try and fill the piety tree in as quickly as we can. Now, we have to think to ourselves which of these wonders we want to build first, because they're all very nice. The National College would speed our science up a lot and would help us keep in the game, but at the same time we might get beaten to Borobudd by Enrico Dandolo. Nevertheless though, we're going to go for the National College because science helps every victory, and if we can get ahead of the game on science, it'll make building future wonders one hell of an easier task. Be miles easier. Okay, I'm going to quickly check with this composite bow whether anything shenanigansy is being constructed by barbarians in this bit of fog of war where the caravan's going. Because caravans have no defence against barbarians and they will be pillaged. Pillage a caravan and you get 100 gold, so they're very, very incentivised to go after. Because that's quite a lot of gold, considering all you have to do is walk next to it on the same tiles and click plunder. And considering most tile improvements, you'll get single-figure gold off pillaging them, so it's very much something that players and AI alike like to do. We've now got access to that iron, so we will do this. Sure, our city grows slightly less quickly, but the production is very much the priority at this point in time. Considering our happiness is only at 4, so we don't want to expand too much or grow too much either. We're actually in, like I said, very good shape, all things considered. Being attacked wasn't ideal, but we've had it a lot worse in the past. I actually want to check, because I think next to the east of those fish, I think there might be a barbarian encampment, perhaps. And while Shaka can't attack us, I might as well check. Nope, there isn't. My guess was incorrect. One of the few times where I am grateful that I was incorrect. Okay, is there anything here? No. Brilliant. That's exactly how we want it. Might actually be worth keeping the composite bow around here just to make sure nothing spawns and takes the caravan out. Because although that wouldn't be disastrous, it would be quite annoying. We could in theory purchase something with faith. What could we potentially purchase with faith? A monastery for 360. But we're not going to. Although, having said that, let me do a quick bit of maths in my head. That'll be an extra 2 faith, 3 faith, 4 faith. That'll be 9. It would be almost as quick actually to do this. Because we've doubled our faith in one turn and we were just over halfway towards the great profit. So we actually didn't slow ourselves down very much at all doing that. And it means that we're producing more culture as well, so it means more social policies. So So we did make use of what we thought we wouldn't make use of for quite a long time. A lot earlier than I thought. Have we got any of our followers into Krakow yet? Yes, as you can see, Warsaw is pressurising Krakow into changing religion. So we now have one follower of our religion in Krakow. Now unfortunately our cities are getting quite big, and that makes getting the cities to convert more difficult because it needs more people converted. One way and one tactic of getting your religion to convert more quickly is to purposely build a city and keep it very low in population and have it spread to the other cities, meaning you get double speed spreading. Because of the lack of competition on the religion front, I've chosen to not do that. So if you're wondering why I'm not doing that, I don't feel that we really need to. A gradual spread is all we need. We should prioritise other things like improving the 3 cities we have. So if you wanted to know about that, that is why. As it happens, this forest is actually very good for our defences. As you may imagine, if the archer here was trying to attack something, we couldn't attack this tile 2 tiles to the southwest because we can't see it. We wouldn't be able to shoot our arrows over the forestry. Likewise, we couldn't attack the forest to the southeast of the workers for the exact same reason. It does mean if Shaka attacks us in from the same direction as before, these 2 forests will protect units behind it that we're using to guard the city. So we're going to try and avoid chopping them for the time being. We'll have to chop the iron at some point because obviously we need the mine there to produce the iron. But right now we don't need to, and the other forest will protect us. So we have a shrine here. As tempting as it is to go for a granary, we don't really need it right now. But we don't really need the Mausoleum of Halicarnassus either. Usually that goes quite early. The fact it hasn't gone by now is evidence that nobody has a good city to build it in. Nobamba could build it, they just haven't. None of the other 2 Shaka cities could. Kumai couldn't. Rome I don't think could either. And Antium can't. I don't think Venice can either. So that'll be why nobody's built that yet. But it's really no use to me either, because I don't have any stone at all. And the only marble anywhere near me is down here, which I obviously don't have access to yet. That's why that wonder hasn't gone yet, if you were curious. What we are possibly going to do, therefore, is start building, weirdly as this sounds, the terracotta army. Why? Because I think I'll be beaten to it, and I want the gold from having half built the wonder. Same hostile retort as last time, same generic reply as last time.